Well, the Calgary Real Estate Board releasing its latest stats and a few surprises this month. RE/MAX's Sam Corea is here. And of course, the big story, new mortgage rules. Before we get into the numbers, let's get into those. So what are the new mortgage rules and what kind of impact are we already seeing?
So the federal government came out with the new rules effective October 17th, so pretty quick, not a lot of time for buyers to react. Yeah. Basically, the posted rate now for them is 4.64%. They have to qualify for that amount. Previously, if they had less than 20% down, they could do a 2-year rate, which would have been about 2%.
Right.
So the bottom line there is they definitely have to put more money down. An average couple making $100,000 a year buying a home would be qualified quite easily for $460,000, is now qualified for about $60,000 less.
So this is in an attempt to make sure that if interest rates go up, people aren't caught unable to pay.
Well, it's a real stress test to basically plan how it's going to work if the interest rate was higher. Right. And I think, you know, the prediction is we could see that market drop about 8% simply because people are having to put more money down and that's going to change a little bit.
You already saw a sale this week affected by it?
We did this week, yes. So buyers had to go for more financing. Okay. So
let's get into these numbers now. Here we go. The sales down 8.32%.
So far down 8.32% year to date. Overall, last year we had 15,000 sales. This year previous year was 14,000 sales. This year is about 12,000. So we're down about 8% already.
Listing-wise, how are we shaping up there?
Listing-wise, we're actually up about 9% at this point. There's about 5,300 listings this year. So it's only about 485 more listings.
But this trend continuing, Sam, where we're seeing a rise in new houses, perhaps as people are leaving Calgary and the new slowing down, so builders not putting as much new product on the market?
Well, that and it's kind of it's a bit slower. It's about more of a steady market in the sense of new inventory coming on the market. Okay. So the news there is certainly what's on the market is here. You know. Also, the average price is up about $8,000 simply because the homes over $1 million are up 12%.
So they're really pushing that up, and this is something we've seen is there's a lot of these sales in the million range, which once again we didn't see last year. Up almost, is it 10% again this month?
Yeah, so the average price point is $479,000 in 2016. Last year is $471,000, and the big reason there we're up $8,300 on average is the number of homes over $1 million.
12.5.
This is an interesting number, and you know, a 12.5% increase this year over last year. I'm not surprised by that number at all. Okay. It's the price points now are at a point where, you know, the very smart buyers are buying, and it shows that that million price point is actually a little bit more positive this year than last year, up 12%.
Okay, so what's the take home? We always like to get this from you when we see these numbers. What's the take home for someone who's thinking about whether or not it's time to buy or sell?
Well, the big deal, of course, is we talked about your credit score, and you have to have that minimum 600 credit score and up. And I think with the new mortgage rules, you have to be very conscious of how much cash you have down. And this week after October 17th, that changes.
So if you're thinking about buying or selling, the first step might be this month to get up to speed with these new rules.
Get up to speed. Obviously, there's lots to cover, so feel free to reach out to your mortgage broker or call us, and we could kind of walk you through that. There's certainly a lot of new changes that is in place for Canada-wide, which affects Calgary too.
Okay, great stuff. As always, RE/MAX's Sam Corea. And for more information, if you do want to reach out to Sam and ask some questions about the new rules, head to samcorea.ca.
The Market, sponsored by Sam Corea of RE/MAX House of Real Estate.